Colorful heat-formed glass has exploded in popularity within the last decade, thanks to artists such as Chihuly. We all love the visual excitement that glass creates, but how many of us can actually afford the materials or even begin to imagine the safety issues with students? Well, today I'd like to demonstrate for you how to make a piece like this. This is Duralar. It's a clear polyester film. I've cut some pieces down from a large sheet of the extra heavy weight. It comes with a protective film you'll need to remove before using. With scissors, I cut a free-form organic shape. These pieces will resemble Dale Chihuly's C-form series. I have two techniques I'd like to show you today. The first is great for older students, and it involves hand forming using the extra heavy Duralar. I have an electric skillet with water heated to just above 200 degrees, steaming, not boiling. Using dishwashing gloves to protect my hands, I form my piece of Duralar into a bowl shape first, and then immerse it into the water like this. Now I can press the Duralar against the bottom of the pan, and that will help me to form it and to create a flat surface for it to sit on. A couple of things I need to mention. This material is limited to making forms or bends. I can't actually mold with it. I'm forming one side and then moving on to another side, taking care not to reheat a section that I've already formed, or it will flatten back out again. Okay. Now Duralar does not retain heat, so it cools as soon as it's removed from the water. You can't reform it unless you heat it up again. The next technique I'd like to show you allows you to do this project with younger ages using a lighter weight film. This weight of Duralar is about half as thick as the sheet I just used, but it's available in larger sheets so that you can make quite a few more. Once again, cut it down into smaller pieces and create a free-form edge. Now, fold the piece multiple times so that there is a pointed end, and then secure it with paper clips or clothespins. Make sure it's very secure. We don't want it popping off when it's in the hot water. This way, you can bring it right over to your skillet and put it in so that your students don't have to come anywhere near the hot water. Just a few seconds is all that it takes, although you can certainly leave it in there longer if you need to. Pour any hot water out before you leave the skillet, and be careful when handling the paper clips. Duralar does not retain heat, but the paper clips do. Remove the paper clips and unfold. With this technique, you might find that the Duralar is a little tighter than you'd want it to be. If that's the case, you can spread it out more or just bring it right back over to the hot water and dip it in just for a moment, and that will open it back up again into a nice bowl shape. Now, to paint these, you'll want to use a transparent color so that you don't ruin the glass-like effect. I'm using Pebeo porcelain paint. It's a product intended for painting on ceramics and glass. So it's very transparent. Now you want to apply the paint to the back side of the piece. That will keep it smooth and glossy on the front. You can add a little bit of water to help thin down the paint, and you get some really neat effects when it runs down like that. After you've painted it and allowed it to dry, you can use a Sharpie marker, a paint marker, or some more paint to define the edge and give you that signature Chihuly look. Display these finished pieces somewhere where they can catch the light. Now for a step-by-step printable instruction sheet, a materials list, and the National Standards for Visual Arts Education, please visit us at dickblick.com/lesson plans.